With Falcon football coach Matt Walker. And Matt, on Saturday the Falcons traveled to St. Thomas, number 5 or something like that, ranked team in the country, and lost 43-9. Could you talk a little bit more about that game?
Well, it was obviously a disappointing day for us. A lot of credit to them. I mean, they're good. They got a great program and doing some good things there. But with us, it was disappointing the score got to where it did, because I thought our effort was better than what the score indicated. I know the point total and some of the yardage stuff got out of hand late, but we're late in the third. It's a 2-score game at 15-0, and really our defensive effort, we gave up some big chunks of yards here and there, but really did a good job of bowing our back and giving ourselves a chance there late in the game. I mean, you tell me we have it would be a 2-score game. Late in the third with as bad as I thought we felt like we were playing, I'd have been happy about it with the chance there late. But it was a weird day. I thought, every football game has its own unique story to it. This one was an extra weird one, I thought. In a day where we have 4 takeaways on defense and recover 2 kickoffs, free kicks on kickoffs, we have 6 extra possessions in a game and only turn it over twice ourselves. We're +4 really in a turnover margin. And to get beat that bad, and not only that, we're +4 in the turnover margin. We throw for 350 yards basically, go into the scoring zone, 6, 7, 8 times. We're inside the 10 3 times with no points to show. It's amazing we only come away with 9 points. I mean, it was a weird day where, as bad as we were playing offensively, we were hanging in there in a 2-score game late, and then all of a sudden in the fourth, boy, it got out of hand in a hurry. But I'm proud of the guys for the way they kept fighting. I mean, it was a good opponent, and we got a resilient group that is hungry to play again. And again, it's easy when you're the losing team. It's easy to say that you had your chances, and then the score doesn't indicate how the game really went, and all those cliches to make yourself feel better. But it really was one of those days where I thought we played better than the score indicated, but we clearly got some work to do.
Looking at some of the individual players, Matt, Ryan Kusilek, our freshman quarterback, was 39 of 74, 342 yards, as you mentioned. The 39 completions is a 4th in the conference. 74 attempts is number 1 now in the conference. Could you talk about Ryan's play a little bit?
Well, those records are fine and neat for him, and we're excited. Clearly, we're excited about his future. I mean, as we all know, whether you're talking high school, college, or pro game, I mean that guy is important and makes things go, and it's really exciting for us as a program to know we got a guy that's going to be here for 4 years. That's as special and dynamic of a guy because he's going to only get better every snap he takes. I don't know if as a head coach and a guy helping run the offense, if I'm really excited about us throwing it that many times. That really wasn't the plan. But we found ourselves in a situation, and that's what we are offensively, where we can be multiple and flexible and do what we have to do to win that day. But we were struggling up front. When Ben went down with the injury, our starting guard, it made us even more susceptible. They're really good up front, and we were struggling running the football. And then we were behind, and then we got into a little bit of rhythm where he was throwing it and tried some no huddle just to shake things up, and he got in a little bit of a rhythm, so we just stayed with it, and I had no clue till the game was over that we threw it that many times, but clearly we're excited about Ryan's future, and we know we got a trigger guy that can make it happen. He can make plays with his feet, he can break the contain and break the pocket and make plays, he can drop back, he can throw the quick game. So I mean, all the things you look for in a quarterback, he's got them, and we're going to be, he's going to make some freshman mistakes. We're ready for that because it's going to come. It's just going to happen. But he's not playing like a freshman very much right now, which is exciting.
On the defensive side, cornerback Robbie Flom, another freshman, had 14 tackles in the game. He also broke up a pass. He's had a couple starts in his first year in college. Could you talk about Robbie's play?
Well, he's a tremendous athlete. We knew when we got him out of high school that the sky's the limit for this kid athletically. And it's exciting. It's just now hit me. I mean, the 2 guys we're talking about here are both freshmen, and I mean, again, we want to win right now bad, and we got the talent to do it. But also the future's bright for us. I mean, we played a JV game yesterday at Stoughton and put 39 points on the board and held them to 10 points, and it's a really, really exciting energy around the program right now because of the future. But those guys, like we're saying, they're making immediate impacts, and we're gonna win right now, and this is gonna happen. Like I said, the kids are hungry and they're still on board and fighting. But it's exciting that Robbie's making the plays that he's making. As young as he is, I mean, in only his second start putting up those kind of stats and kind of becoming the lockdown corner that we need in this defense is exciting for us. And he's a big player for us in special teams. He recovered the surprise onside kick. He's becoming a big part of our return game and the kickoff return game. So he's a huge addition to this program.
A couple special teams to talk about, Coach. Will Jensen averaged just over 44 yards per punt last week. He had a 69-yarder and a 62-yarder. And then you mentioned Dakota McGeehan. Could you talk about those two players?
Two guys. I thought we did a great job in the kicking game. It was one of the bright spots of the day. Again, we left a field goal and extra point out there, which is disappointing and something that we need to fix. But we recovered two, like I said, two free kicks. Dakota had one of the recoveries on the onside on the not intended surprise onside that ended up being an onside kick, and then he had the big hit on the planned surprise onside to knock the ball loose, and then had a couple other tackles on. Especially again, it's another freshman we're mentioning. I mean, there's three young guys that we're mentioning there, and then Will Jensen, a great day, and early on kept us in the game. He flipped the field 3 or 4 times when we were battling back and forth again when it was 7-0 and 15-0. And we were struggling offensively. He kept doing a great 2 punts over 60 yards. That's unbelievable to flip the field like that for us. And really, along with our defense kind of bowing their backs, Will also kind of kept us in the game there a little bit. And they were pressuring the heck out of us on the punt team. I'm really proud, not only of Will, but that whole unit of holding it together. We got pressured all day, and they did a great job of keeping them off Will and letting Will work there. And he did a great job for us.
Matt, you got a bye week coming up. No game this week. The Falcons will play again on September 22nd, hosting Stout in a non-conference game, a 7 o'clock game. But the bye week, what's the plan for the week?
We need to heal up a little bit. We're banged up in some positions, especially offensively. It couldn't come at a better time. I wish we had one of these about every 2 or 3 weeks. But and just the state we're in right now. I mean, it's not a secret. We're down a little bit in the dumps and trying to crawl out of some. It was a tough week one where we left a game out there that we think is a winnable game. We had chances to win that one, and then to go to St. Thomas and to get that ugly late leaves a bad taste in our mouth. And so we need to heal up physically, and we need to mentally get ourselves back on track and kind of put those first 2 away and really focus. We got 8 left. Because we have the talent to do this, and we just use the bye week to get back to basics and work on some things that we need to get better at, and get our minds right for the long haul here in the conference season to come.
Matt, thanks for your time. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you.